Welcome back to the Weekly News Roundup. This is the Sillyville edition. These are recorded live Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern at Standard Time. If you want to come on, catch the show live. And today we're talking about lockdown has us toasted. I mean, I don't know what in the world was going on. I have no idea, but here we are. We're going to start with this Apple privacy-focused commercial. So I'm not going to play all this, I don't think, but...
I've browsed 8 sites for divorce attorneys today.
My login for everything is Pauline@paulinefoo.com.
So whole commercial of that. And so the idea is, hey, you don't run around and tell everybody that you see all these personal details. So some things on your phone shouldn't be doing the same thing because, of course, all of your phones can do all that kind of stuff as it is. And so that's kind of what they're saying. A neat little article, little funny. Hey, I needed something else to bolster up my numbers here. But if that wasn't crazy enough, though, other crazy Sillyville tech. This digital pregnancy tests are almost as powerful as the original IBM-PC. Yeah, a lot of computer to read an old-fashioned P-strip. May as well just get yourself a chemical P-strip. I mean, really. So here we got, do we really need a digital readout on a pregnancy test? Do we really? I don't know. Used to be fairly simple 6, you peed on it, but the move to digital versions of them, it's transferred them into tiny computers. Almost as powerful as the original IBM-PC. Fascinated by the digital era, Twitter users Foon and Xtoff recently pulled apart examples from Walmart and Clear Blue to reveal what's really going on inside. Each test, which costs less than $5, includes a processor, RAM, a button, battery, cell, and a tiny LCD screen to display the result. I really hope this thing can be used multiple times. And this, talk about waste. Talk about e-waste. Holy crap. The processor is an 8-bit Holtec microcontroller with 64 bytes of RAM, capable of running at either 4 megahertz or 8 megahertz, depending on the battery configuration. Might sound basic, but the chip is surprisingly complicated. Might think very limited because it's only got 64 bytes of RAM, but it's actually using a pipeline architecture to operate at 1 instruction per cycle, giving it quite good performance for 4 megahertz CPU. I wonder if you can put Doom on this thing. Here it is. Kind of pill-looking thing to the left is the LCD screen. I can see the battery on the other side. The battery's down over there. And so, yeah, it probably runs faster and better at crunching numbers than basic I.O. that CPU used in the original IBM PC was based on Intel's 8088 microprocessor, 8-bit chip that operated at 5 megahertz. Difference here is it is a pregnancy test that you pee on and throw away. Yeah, so apparently use it once. A generic e-waste, people. Flipping it over, you got the battery. Battery's over here, just off the screen. You can kind of see the edge of it. And then this is the pee on the thing. Guys, this is so wasteful. It's nonsense, but definitely creepy. But onto the Toastastic news. I don't know what's up with Tom here over at The Verge. Maybe it was a slow news day or whatever, but now he just goes off on an entirely well-written article about how all tech products should be designed like his toaster. It's 2020, right? I mean, why not? Just, sure, all our tech, just design it like my toaster. He must have a really good toaster, because I've never really had a good toaster. I mean, really. Of course, he's talking about, he's got one of these super fancy toasters. It's got like this a quick look button. You push the little quick look button, the toast just dries up just a little bit. And if you're like, it's not quite done yet, you push that a bit more button down here and it'll go right back down and continue cooking a little bit further. What is up with this nonsense? But anyway, he goes on and on about how the toaster is just built with easy to read and understand buttons and all these little things, and depending on what you have, it works a certain way. And he just goes on to talk about how all tech should look pretty much like that. But there's really no substance to this article whatsoever. And, you know, this is just the regular Verge. But anyway, maybe he was inspired by the BBC, who, for some reason, people over at the BBC, this is what forced serious quarantine lockdowns do to you. So this toast impressionist inspired by Edvard Munch and other masters. So basically, this is a bunch of people painting classic art on their toast. This is almost as bad as the image of Jesus on a toast selling on eBay a number of years ago. You can look that one up. That was interesting. So here's the famous painting. Here it is reproduced on the toast. Does this not look like Greta Thunberg? How dare you? Here's Scream. Look at this. Very nice. Very nice. I mean, that's pretty. That's gotta be creative. I mean, I gotta give them kudos for their creativity here. This is, you have got to be seriously locked down to reproduce Scream on your toast. Oh, here you go. The American Gothic was very lovely to eat. This one they did some extra toast stuff. Looks like we got some crust up here as part of the house. Is this some Swiss cheese back here for the house? We got some Swiss cheese back here, and is this kiwi fruit? I think I see a kiwi fruit back here, which is the bushes in the original. And I don't know what this dude's holding. Maybe I think he might be holding a pitchfork, I think. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it is right there. It's just kind of hard to see in the picture. But yeah, there's a pitchfork there. So he's got a pitchfork. Probably not a kiwi. That maybe looks like a green pepper, I guess. Oh, there's some bacon. Her bonnet, there's a bacon. That's epic. So there you go. Got some toast. So there you go. If your lockdown has you all locked down into total insanity, you can go ahead and just start recreating masterpieces on your toast, and things will just go well for you. That's all I have to say about that. That's kind of interesting. If you want to help support the channel, have a look at our affiliates page, switchedtolinux.com/affiliates. We have a variety of affiliates there. Help support the channel with those. Anyway, with that, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts, comments down below.